Hello, I'm KL.
And I'm JLY, and this is another episode of Tea for Adventures.
Today we'd like to give you a brief history of SFA.
As some of you might know, we started writing SFA when both KL and I were in college.
It all started at a slumber party. We were trying to think of something to write together.
KL wanted to write fantasy.
JLY wanted to write high school.
So we decided in a fit of madness that we should do both.
We thought about the question, what if you could meet all of your favorite fantasy characters, but they all had to be in high school together? And it was just too good to pass up.
I know, that's pretty much how SFA was born.
So we wrote for about a year before we started up the website, mostly just emailing each other back and forth because we were at different colleges. But, one day we were like, what are we doing? Is this any good? Are we wasting our time writing this? Are we the only people who ever will enjoy it? And so we thought we would put it up on the website and see if anyone would read it.
For a while we had 5 very loyal readers, and we were really ecstatic about them, but we also wanted to kind of expand our reach, so we decided to put a couple $100 into advertising.
Which is a big deal for us.
Which is a really big deal for us. And our numbers actually grew, and we suddenly had over 1,000 readers a week.
So at the time, we weren't trying to make any money off of the website. We didn't have any ads, we didn't have a donate button, we didn't really have any way for anyone to give us money, which, we were just out of college, so we didn't really have a plan, we didn't have a lot of business sense at the time, but that's just kind of where we were at.
But yeah, we were proud to put the content up, and it was something that was really exciting for us, and we'd always hoped that eventually,
we always hoped eventually we'd find a publisher.
And
that's where all the money would come from.
Yeah. But unfortunately, we found out in this process that our book's a little bit different from what most publishers are used to.
It's not something that they really understand where to put it on a shelf. It's not quite young adult, but it's not quite middle grade, and it's fantasy. It has multiple perspectives, so it's just a little unusual for the market.
Yeah, and unfortunately, if we really wanted to make it marketable and make it fit into the formula of the publishing world, we'd have to make a lot of changes. And we started going down that path, but there are a lot of things that we just couldn't give up when we were doing these new drafts. And so ultimately, we wanted to tell the story the way we wanted to tell it.
So a couple of fans have mentioned Kickstarter to us on the SFA Facebook page and on the forum, and so we thought we'd check that out now that we're not trying to go the publisher route and, get them to give us millions of dollars. We thought we might be able to, make some amount of money through this Kickstarter thing.
Yeah, we're hoping to fund SFA and help us with the writing of book 1 and 2, and also to finally pay K.M. Ricker for her art.
Which we've never done. True fact.
Sorry, K.M. Ricker.
But she's very nice to us and just gives us art for free. So she never asks for payment, but we feel like she's done, so much for us. We'd really like to give her something.
Yeah. So Kickstarter, good idea, bad idea?
Yeah, we just started thinking about this. We're not really sure if it's something we should do, if anyone, would be able or willing to help us with it, or back it. As they say in Kickstarter. So, let us know what you think, if you have any tips, if you think this is a terrible idea and we're wasting our time, we're open to feedback. So let us know, and we'll keep you posted on what we decide.
Yeah. See you next time on Tea for Adventures.